All right, welcome back to another video. This is lab 6-5 comprehensive case, Dillard stored data hypothesis testing part 2, data visualization. So in this lab, we will develop a dashboard to display return percentages across months and across states. In order to do so, we're going to start off by, we're going to go to the data tab, get data from, and I'm going to select from database, from SQL Server database specifically. And I'm going to go ahead and add in my server information, my data information, and I'm actually going to take the time to write in my SQL statement, and I'll be right back to explain that. Okay, so I have my server name, my database, SQL statement, and I'm going to go ahead and try to connect them. One second while it loads. Okay, just of note, I did have an M as in Mary for Walton instead of having an N. So I've gone ahead and edited that and I pressed continue. And now I will edit and I will pivot the tran type column in the amount values in the query editor window. So pivot the tran type, transform, pivot column, amount, okay. Okay, and I'm going to go home, and then I'm selecting close and load. Once the data has loaded, I will go ahead and save the spreadsheet as lab 6-6. So I'm going to allow it to load. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save my information as I'm going to save as, browse, lab 6-6. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure that it's saving as an Excel workbook. Okay. Once it's saved, I'm going to go ahead and open my Tableau. So I'm going to go look for Tableau, particularly the 2020.2 version, and I'll allow it to load. Okay, so I'm going to select Microsoft Excel to open a file, and then I'm going to look for my lab 6-6, and I'll allow that to load. Okay, so once my data is loaded, I will go ahead and move into sheet 1, and I'm going to create a calculated field by right-clicking in this open space, create calculated field, and I'm going to name it R-P, and the calculation will actually be sum divided by sum of P. So let's try that again. Sum P. There we go. And I'll click OK. So now we're going to move into part 3, which is perform the analysis. And in order to do so, we're going to create 3 data visualizations to display returns, a returns dashboard. And first, we'll start by creating a map to display the sales dollar per state. In order to do so, I'm going to drag and drop the state dimension, this one right here, to the middle of the Tableau drawing. like such. Okay, so now I'm going to double click the P measure, and it's going to show up here in my marks section. And now I want to change the map from the default, which is a symbol map, and I'm going to change it to a filled map, like such. And I'm going to name the sheet sales by state. So, sales, sales by state. And then I will press OK. I'm going to right click my new sheet and duplicate. So in order to do so, I'm just going to come down here, right click, and then duplicate. Okay. And in the new sheet, I'm going to drag the P measure out of the marks card and replace it with a calculated measure. So I'm just going to put it back and replace it with RP. And I'm going to drag it onto the color section. And now it has different shading. And I'm going to name this sheet returns percentage by state. Okay, and then I'll hit OK. And I'm also going to go ahead and change the name. So returns percent by state. And this one is sales by state. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open a new sheet. And in the sheet, I'm going to drag the P measure out of the marks card. Sorry, wrong step. We're past that. We're on step 15. Open a new sheet. Drag trend date to the rows right here. It will default to years, as we can see, but we're going to expand it to do quarters, months. Okay, actually months. And then I'm going to double click RP, and it's now appearing in my marks card. And in the Show Me tab, I'm going to replace the tabular data that defaults to a highlight table. And I'm going to, okay, so I'm going to change it from the default one to a highlighted one. And you'll see that it changed my months from rows to columns. So I'm going to go ahead and change that back. And now it's the exact same, I guess, format, except there's highlighting now. So okay, so next step is I will create a new dashboard by selecting new dashboard, and I'm going to display all three of my new visualizations. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop like such. Yeah. Not really sure what this is. Pretty sure it goes with this one. So I'm just gonna rearrange it real quick and I'll be right back. It's just rearranging to the way that you find most visually pleasing and easiest to read. Okay, so I've gone ahead and rearranged it. I wanted to leave a little bit more space for this returns percentage by state, since I will be going ahead and applying a filter. And to do so, I'm just going to hit this little icon. So now I can click on any state, and it's going to kind of filter out the data for all three tables for that state. It's kind of the focus is on the sales map. So I can now see the returns percentages that differ monthly for that state. Okay. And now this is the conclusion of Lab 6-5 Comprehensive Case, Dillard Stored Data, Hypothesis Testing, Part 2, Data Visualization. Thanks for watching.